Well, good morning to those of you early birds that are up with me. So, last night's stream ended up with me running into some kind of, I guess, terrain glitch. I got stuck between my vehicle there and a rock, and no matter what I did, jetpack or boosted or whatever, it just seemed like I was stuck in this mesh, and I couldn't get out of it, and I ended up dying. So I called it an episode after that. Now we got to go back to where we were, because it had been a little while before since I had saved. Well, that was the last time I'd saved right here. Got my coffee. I'm up way too early. Not much going on. And I just do not feel like watching news this morning.
This were a test.
But if it were a test, I would have failed. Man, overnight I started looking at people's reviews. Luke Stevens, Maddie Plays, a few others. And a couple of the big time reviewers just don't like it. And my only thought on that is you're allowed to like or not like whatever you want. But I think some of the responses are a little mean-spirited because, just because they don't like it. I mean, they have their opinions. I mean, there are things about this expansion I don't like either, and I'm not done with it. Some of my complaints have been there since the beginning of the game, stuff that hadn't been addressed. I won't be going over that as I play, but there's definitely stuff in Starfield I don't like that need to be improved on, and they really didn't do that with the expansion. I had to agree with Luke and Matty on it. However, I'm still having, an okay time with it, and to me it's just, it's not the best DLC from any game. It's not bad, but it's not the best either. It's not the greatest. So far. I mean, this quest up here I picked up last night is another walk the path quest to reflect on your life, the sins of the world, or your sins, and blah 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 blah. Well, you already had one of those when you first got here. I mean, how many of these walk the path quests do you gotta have to reflect on things? I get annoyed with those kinds of quests because all I want to do is just get out of my vehicle, explore, and shoot stuff. Give me a quest to go shoot stuff. I don't need to contemplate on anything in a video game. My sins, the NPC sins, anybody's sins. Yesterday I drove my vehicle down there. Try it again. This time I'll try not to slam up against a rock. Yeah, and the quest you get from up there is another, you gotta walk this path of righteousness or reflection, or, I get tired of seeing that crap in videos. Just want to be, most of the time, a good guy. Give me a quest to go take out a bad guy, and I'm good. I don't need a lot of self-reflection. Hey, that's a quest designer trying to impose their morals on you. A quest like this. Hey, I just want to complete the quest dealing with the main problem. Maybe some side quest. Move on. Shoot stuff. Whack stuff. Sword. Whatever the case may be. I guess I'd say I'm fine with walking the path for a quest, as long as there's something to find at the end of it. Something substantial. And so far, the first one didn't really have anything substantial. You got some title that they call you running around Vindicator, which is cool. But there was nothing to fight. Boss at the end of that quest or nothing. There wasn't even anything to fight on the way to complete this. I thought there was another one out here. Gotta remember this isn't low gravity. I keep spraining my ankles. But so far, what I've done with the expansion, I love the look of it. I love what they did with the aesthetics, the way the planet looks. Gosh, I mean, you're going to keep popping up. But I think the dialogue and the questing may be a little bit lackluster, but I'm not done with it yet either, so I'll reserve that full, opinion until I'm done with it. Well, that's cool. The footsteps, like somebody walking. It's walking. They've done a bunch of cool stuff with it. This is a weapon I do not have on. All my other weapons are low on ammo. Hey, Tony. Well, enjoying it, yeah, I'm not having a bad time with it, but I can agree with you, it's not like the games in the past. The exploration, that was my main deal when the game first launched. You got all these procedurally generated planets. I think 1,000 planets was way too much. If they would have went with say 6 to 12, they had 8 years to work on it, 8, 9 years. And if they would have went with just 6 to 12 handcrafted planets, maybe some procedurally generated areas on these planets, and had all the questing focused on those 6 to 12 planets at the launch of the game, it would have been a lot tighter, a lot better. But as it stands with 1,000 planets, what my biggest gripe with 1,000 planets is there's a lot of planets out there, and planets that are way far away from the core worlds still show signs of human habitation when there isn't supposed to be any. Now, I know a big major complaint is the emptiness of the worlds and stuff like that, but that's one thing that they are right on. There may be 10% of all the planets in the galaxy that have life on them. However, it's a video game. So you want to see life on these planets when you land, not just moonscapes, desolate areas all the time, but you want to see life forms, and I think they did pretty good on the artwork of some of the life forms. And I think that you start seeing repeats of the life forms because of all the procedural generation, and it gets old on all these planets. So my opinion is they should have stuck with, maybe not even 12 handcrafted worlds, but 6 maybe handcrafted worlds, and developed on those for the 8 years, and put quests and content. I'm not healing. What, paying attention? But and that seemed to have been like the formula for Skyrim and Fallout and stuff like that. They had some procedurally generated stuff, but in their area they concentrated. They didn't, like Fallout 4 was the Commonwealth. They didn't expand it. They didn't have the Commonwealth and surrounding areas like Virginia, in Virginia, other places in Massachusetts or anything like that. They just concentrated on a very decent sized map and put in your quested content map. I think they should have had the same philosophy with the planets. I kept hitting my O key instead of 0 for my healing. Not paying attention. So Starfield, from its launch, I have liked it, but it's not my favorite. It was starting to be one of my favorites until I started getting into the game deeper and noticing a lot of flaws, especially with the writing. The writing to me is kind of mediocre in a lot of cases, almost written by children. It's kind of childish. The main quest, I think, is alright. Some of the faction stuff is alright, but a lot of especially the activities or side quests, filler quests are just, you sit there and you gotta cringe at the writing. There's some other things in it, like the character creator. That's a big gripe of mine. They are all excited about this character creator, and I like to play female tunes. But you go to try to make a female in this game, the pronouns he, him, she, they, whatever, whatever, it's still going to be a female character to me. The body type too, even though I don't like that they do that shit. It's still going to be a female character. I'm a firm believer there's only 2 genders. Sorry if that offends you. But you go to their character creator, and BioWare's done the same thing according to all the videos from Veilguard. They've made it to where you cannot make a female character that doesn't have male characteristics. They did the same thing with Starfield female body model. Because I toyed around with it. No matter what you do, no matter what position you had on that triangle or that circle, the hips would always stay the same. The only time the butt got larger was when you were fat. When you made a chick with a fat belly. That's the only time the butt got larger. You know what? In their effort to be inclusive, and this is starting to be a trend in a lot of video games, effort to be inclusive, they're excluding millions of people. There aren't as many women that play games as men do, but the women that do, they want to make hot chicks too. You know? I don't have anything against diversity in a game. I'm okay with in Starfield when you run through the game and you're going through the cities, there's all these NPCs with different body shapes and all that. I'm fine with that. But man, don't exclude millions of people for the sake of, maybe 200 people that are playing your game. Here I am not paying attention again. There we go. These things, they did make the monsters hit a little harder in this, so we'll give them that. I don't think Starfield, even after a year, and even with the kind of lackluster DLC, I'll call it, I think it's likable, but still a little bit lackluster. And I still see potential in the game. But, I'll give it a while longer. If not, I'll do this Fallout 4 show on my channel. I'll go back to playing Fallout 4 all the time. And I'm not much of a Skyrim player. I may even go back to that because as much as I want to love the game, there are some glaring faults that they aren't listening to the fans. They aren't listening to the people who fix. Just one thing, I think if they fix the character creator to where I'm a firm believer if you're going to make a role-playing game with a character generator, a character creator, with all these options, you can't leave out millions of people. If I want to play a female character that has a J-Lo ass and Sydney Sweeney tits, I should be able to. Because it's my gaze is what matters when I'm playing in a game. And it's not some corporation or company or government. It's not their responsibility, nor is it their, I guess you could say, responsibility to tell me what I find is attractive to me, what I find appealing. So unless somebody makes a body mod like CDBE or Fusion Girl for Fallout 4, am I going back outside? I'm just not paying attention. I'm sitting here yapping. But unless somebody makes them, because there are some body mods for Starfield right now, but they're not like the body slides and stuff like that you find in Skyrim and Fallout. Unless somebody makes something like that, I will not make a female character until then. If it never happens, I won't ever have a female character in Starfield. I hate what they did with the character creator. And the sad thing is, you saw it in Fallout 4 too. If you play vanilla Fallout 4, you try to create your Nora, they did the same thing. They did the same thing in Fallout 76. You cannot create a curvy female character, even though there's millions, maybe 1 billion of them out there in the world. And I think it's just stupid, and it should not be up to some game developer or or whatever to tell me what kind of character to create that appealing to my eyes in a role-playing game with a character creator. All options should be there, and that includes transgender options and stuff like that. But let it be. I'm sitting here yapping, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I know I came in here. Am I done with the question here? But let it be organic. Don't just force it like the top surgery scars in a fantasy game for Dragon Age. Oh my god. It's just some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. I need to check the journal and see what I need to do, because I'm just sitting here yapping and yapping and yapping, not paying attention. That's the one I was working on. Is he in here? Well, it's not very. I haven't been doing live streams long, so I don't have a huge audience. So it's cool when people come in and watch, chat. Most of my stuff is all pre-recorded, and I only just started doing webcam streams yesterday. And I had, during my Throne and Liberty play, I had issues I had to work out, and there was a fella that was pretty cool, helped me fix that. But I'm trying to figure out, I'm supposed to talk to this guy. Is there something I'm supposed to click on in here? Find this guy? Or do I have to go back out and find another cave that he was possibly in? Quest marker shows me. Wow. And I have my opinion. I try not to make my channel completely about cultural war stuff, but man, you can't help but talk about it because they push and push and push and push. I'm an old dude. And I've always been the live and let live. You do your thing, I do my thing. But when you start pushing my thing into my everyday, your thing into my everyday life, I get pissed. I just want to be left alone. I want to play cool games. You want to put a game with a lot of choices in it? Fine, put all the choices in it. Don't force your ideals on me. Let me make the choice in conversations or whatever if I'm going to go that route in a game. That's why I love Baldur's Gate so much. Yeah, there's crap in there, and you can have that game be woke as hell if you want to play it that way. But they give you the choices not to play it that way too. So I want to make a role-playing game with choices. That's what you got to do. And as far as the pronouns and the body types and all that stuff, they may have to start putting in the games and the character creators or sexual orientation, because I'm not gay. I'm not transsexual. I don't find transsexuals attractive. And when I'm playing a role-playing game with romance options and stuff like that, I don't want to see gay shooting. If they want to put it in the game, fine. If they want the choices to be there to do that, fine. But if they start putting a sexual preference in the choices, And if you choose whatever sexuality you do, whether bisexual, gay, or lesbian, or straight, if you make a straight choice, then all the gay shit should not even show up in the game. It should block it, all of it. So I think they're going to have to start doing it if they want to be inclusive to everybody and not leave anybody out. And I have nothing against gay people or lesbians, as long as they don't try to make their personal life my business. Because the moment they do, we're going to have problems. Because I don't give a shit what they do any more than they should give a shit what I do in my bedroom. I'm just your old Gen Xer, typical Gen Xer. Don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. They're fucking with it. And, you know, Ubisoft is finding out. So are some others that are going bankrupt. Out of this valley. All that dot keeps moving, so I guess you're just checking places for this guy you're gotta talk to. But that's very high. It's the city. I recognize the expansion. But right now, the gaming industry is full of activists and people that want to butt their nose into your business. They want to dictate to you how you feel about things. They want to dictate to you how, you know, what you should feel is attractive and what isn't. And they can all go kiss my ass. I'm the one that makes those decisions. Nobody makes them for me. And that's the way it's always been for everybody. Why is it bringing me back here? Do I have... Well, if you look at my channel, I'm doing Fallout 4 is probably my all-time favorite game ever. I have more hours in that game than any other game. I have over 5,000 hours in that game. I've done a few mods. I've done outfit conversions for the Fusion Girl body that are all on Nexus. In the comments, I have my mods linked. I even have a couple of mods for Starfield here. But my ultimate all-time favorite game is Fallout 4. And I'm doing my videos on it deal with sim settlements too. That's probably my ultimate all-time favorite mod for Fallout 4. And I'm trying to make it appear like a television show as much as possible. It is a video game, so there's going to be video game mechanics, stupid stuff in it, but I'm trying to make a TV show out of Sim Settlements 2 and Fallout, and it's going all right with that. But Space Marine 2 may edge up there to be one of my favorites if I get the controls down. Of course, Stellar Blade. I love Stellar Blade, and I'm not a big action control type person for games, but I love Stellar Blade. I think it's fun. Um, Pushing the buttons hurts my hands after a while. But I had to say my top favorite of all time is Fallout 4. And I like all the other Fallout games, even New Vegas. And there's so much hate and discontent, whether you're for New Vegas or against it, like it or don't like it about New Vegas. I like them all for what they are. I don't, but Fallout 4 is the best one. I prefer voiced protagonists. Now, I'll play games that don't have voice protagonists. Well, let me rephrase that or back that up. I prefer games with if I'm playing a female character, to have a female voice actor for the protagonist. Male protagonist, I could care less. I could take it or leave it with male protagonists having being voiced, but female, if I'm playing a role-playing game, I'm not really role-playing a female. I'm dictating the story. I'm not role-playing it, so I can't see myself talking as that female. So I would rather have female protagonists to have voice actors. But that's okay. And like Skyrim, I'll play it. I've only got about 250 hours in Skyrim, and I've never finished it. And that doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just my cup of tea is more along lines like sci-fi and games like that. All right, so what's going on here? It happens so much, I'm losing track of what I'm doing here. Came back to my ship for something. I don't forgot what something was. And now it's directing me. The quest marker took me to the ship, is why I went in the ship, and now it's telling me to go back outside. Yeah. Or if somebody got to talk to me inside the ship.
Did you need something?
See where that quest marker is? Looks like it's in the cockpit to me. I don't remember how to get out of my own ship.
Greetings, Captain.
He's telling me to go inside my ship. On map. Not showing me on the map. Quest marker. I don't know what this is about or what, but it's bringing me to my ship. I'll see that, right? That's doesn't say anything about that on the quest updates. That's irritating me. Normally I like to walk for immersion purposes. Sometimes I will. Most of the time I will, but right now that quest irritated me. It brought me to my ship, and that's where it kind of dead ends.
Our supplies dwindle by the second. Great serpent, save us.
We'll continue on with the main part of the quest. It makes some beautiful landscape.
Yes.
And taking a break. Well, now, recently when I was trying to do some activities, I noticed New Atlantis, all those people there had obesity and ugly stick problems. They got beat with an ugly stick, and probably 80% of them were fat. So then I went to Aquila City, and they all looked like a good mix, but they still got beat with an ugly stick. And then I went to Mars. They were all the NPCs, with the exception of a rare few, were all the skinniest they all looked malnutrition, and beat with an ugly stick. So my universe 11 is filled with ugly people with various health problems, with a lot of health problems throughout the galaxy. These all look fairly normal. They're still ugly. Still ugly people, but at least they look normal. Not too skinny, not too fat.
First the cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now.
There's never enough time for it.
And yet we still try to get it done, in the little window we are given. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkev. I work as an executor for House Dulkev. Likewise. And I'm well aware of who you are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days.
Vindicator, damn it.
But I'm
Address
sure
me
you are
accordingly.
busy getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with?
Preferred conversation.
In that case, maybe you can help. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason for it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies.
Enemies.
I'm not sure. The message was vague, and there are many who would want to do us harm.
Using the tragedy as cover seems especially.
Agreed. It is difficult to believe, and as such, the proof must be ironclad. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence, and when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning I received a slate from a courier. It was from Okaru. It was worrying to say the least.
Explain.
It felt like Okaru was trying to warn me. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious.
Regardless of the reason, it sounds like something or someone might have gotten to him.
Agreed. Okaru was extremely punctual. An absence like this is very unlike him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses.
Just tell me where
Okaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
Hopefully. Hey, Tony, if you're still there, going back to what you said earlier about the companions, about liking the robot. Now, in this game, them two are married, but as I've played through different universes and stuff, one thing that bothered me about the writing of the companions, and it bothers me in almost any game, because Baldur's Gate 3 had some of it too, but I don't care about their sexual past. They got to bring it up. I don't care about their relationships in the past. What matters is right then in the moment, and to me, that's real life too. It don't matter to me what your relationship was with somebody else in your past. If you haven't moved on from that baggage, then you ain't ready for a relationship, period. So you can avoid the conversations about it, sure, but it's always there, always. If you want to continue with the romance option, you've got to talk about their lovers in their past. And almost every one of them had a same-sex lover. I'm okay with, one or two of them maybe, but the odds are, if they want to be realistic with statistics and all that stuff in a game, realistically, there probably wouldn't be one gay person or one transsexual person or whatever in Constellation for the amount of people they have. But, you got to have the representation, so I understand, but they don't need to put all their past history. They don't need to write that in there. Just make it, where you're able to romance them no matter what gender you are. You don't have to have their past explained to you or written out. That's just me, though. Other people may want that, but I sure as hell don't.
Can I have a word? The requests for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I am the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply.
How the deliveries are piling up, aren't they?
I see that you understand. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible. The truth is, I am new to this position. When I assumed these duties, it was impressed upon me that I would carry a great burden. The Ministry has never failed to make a timely delivery. Our reputation in this regard is flawless. That reputation and my position are both now in jeopardy.
Circumstances, I'm sure your customers.
The delay has been too long already. If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
We have a chance to make a real difference here, not only for her, but for the people waiting on their deliveries. Some of which might be very important.
They are important, as is the good name of House Dulkef. I assure you, if this were a trivial matter, I would not ask for help. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see.
I want her to beg. Actually, I believe you. I believe you actually would beg, but I'll let you off the hook. Yeah. Here, I'll take the job.
You have lifted a great weight from my shoulders. I thank you. Here are the packages. One is for Alikja Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
Alright, so picked up. Got distracted. Here I still got the right quest. Investigate the halls of healing. Where I was heading before I got distracted.
Great Serpent keep you.
Miss, I'm sorry, but I cannot just give you supplies. We are stretched razor thin as it is. We have examined your children and found that they were not in immediate need of treatment. Other patients are in more dire circumstances and require assistance.
Right.
I do not like it any more than you do.
What these people mean?
I'm sorry, but this wing of the hospital is under investigation. You'll have to leave. Even with the cataclysm, this is highly irregular. But not surprising. Kisrani is obsessed with transparency and often seeks independent help. I find this tendency unwise.
And by unwise, he means a complete disregard for operational security, rules, and regulations.
Possibly. And yet, despite what I said, and unsaid, she persists in doing so. So, we must come to a compromise.
A good compromise leaves everyone unhappy. This one was particularly miserable.
I will give you the keycard to Ukaru's computer. You will be able to access documents and correspondence for the past month. Any further access will require admin privileges, which I am not willing to grant.
Well, let's persuade them.
I apologize, but you were only given access to view the computer's records. Admin privileges are restricted to House officials only.
Let's start with the easy one. Supplies are missing, and so is Ukaru.
Normally, I would say rules are rules. But I do understand this is an emergency.
Fate of Dazra, such that using the normal channels is impossible.
The cataclysm has made things difficult.
Here on behalf of Osrani, blah, blah, blah. However you say that. There's no reason not to grant me full approval.
True. Although Kisrani did not request admin access for you, I would expect her to, if it's required for her investigation.
Number one again.
That's irrelevant.
Oh, man.
Rules are rules. I am sorry, but I cannot grant you that level of access. You'll have to make do.
All right, so let's ask some questions. Is it unusual for Ukaru to abandon
It is
space?
highly unusual for anyone to display such disobedience, especially now. Such actions are tantamount to heresy. Loss of employment is the most likely
Heresy.
outcome.
A beheading isn't off the table.
It would be done humanely, of course.
Has anyone else been allowed entry here?
Several. The halls of healing are extremely busy. We can't keep track of every individual that passes through. In particular, the patients. We had to usher one out of here just now, who claimed to have a crippling headache.
Given the patient himself was a headache, it's likely genetic.
Admin privileges would allow you to view the access logs, however, that track the last 3 users to sign in.
Well, I tried to get admin privilege, you asshole. You wouldn't give it to me. What did Ukaru last check in for?
Ukaru hasn't logged into his station for some time. I've had to process several write-ups documenting his absence.
Dereliction of duty, failure to serve, fireable offenses all around.
We've also had to shift resources and people to make up for his absence. Suffice to say, it has made navigating this current situation more difficult.
You can give, but did Ukaru give you any details about it?
Unfortunately, rather than use the proper channels, he chose to start his own investigation.
A very unfortunate choice.
I will not pretend to know the particulars of this case. I will say this. We are House Dul Kef. We have a reputation. We are professional. We are exacting.
We don't make mistakes.
Precisely.
Yeah, whatever.
Now, to get back to these spreadsheets.
We have displeased the Great Serpent, so do not agitate him any further.
Deleted. Store archive. Lock. Here. I haven't saved it. Hopefully that don't do anything bad.
You
In the name of
certainly know
Jinan
your
Varun,
way around a
you are
computer
under
system.
arrest.
Go quietly.
Good. There is no need for any more trouble.
But what I needed was... Oh, they removed all my stuff. All that illegal contraband on me. Oops, I forgot to put it in my ship. Damn it. Well, it's not like I don't have agents and credits, but still. Can always use more. I spent 3 days in jail. I need to eat, drink, and rest before continuing on.
No telling
my
how long
boss.
it will take to rebuild.
Proceed.
Yes?
I need to change clothes too. It's supposed to be fitting in. Oh, I thought I had some. Oh, I have on Sarah. I get it on her, but I might have them on Sarah. On the Frontier for the captain's quarters, I use the one from Hope Tech because it fits with it, but I don't use the Frontier captain's quarters because one reason: there's no lavatory facility, no place to clean up or take a shower in the one for the Frontier. $3:55 a.m. local time. Go sleep for 6 hours.
I'm so lucky to wake up every day to someone like you. If something's on your mind, you can tell me. Dropping off a few choice items?
Alright. Purple maroon suit. We'll have her wear it. I'll put the purple one back on her. Need to put stuff on the ship here.
I'd be happy to carry a few things for you.
Alright, so weapons.
I miss talking to you already.
Cargo hold. Got some stuff off here.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Oh, dang. God dang it. I miss Star UI. Hey, what's up, Barbarossa? Of course, I can't put that stuff up. Alright, I think I'm good to go. Track down the missing supply equipment. Go outside.
Is something amiss?
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation.
Then for you, can you have a moment?
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
I'm here for you, my love. I thought you'd never ask. Here. No, we done talking already. You take the wheel.
Oh god, some of the times that sappy crap just makes me want to barf. Alright, so let's see where we gotta go. Is that read the word? Well, since that's close by, let's get over there.
Watch it!
the word. Another contemplating walking the path quest. What's going on? Well, sir, take care of yourself.
I don't stock up on junk.
You old woman. I'll pick that up if I want it. She tells me to not stock up on junk. It keeps handing me shit all the time. I guess it's not junk if she gives it to you. Typical. Right there. Get some shit. Article food, Starfield. Oh, didn't want all that. Oh, they want some of this too, huh? Hey, leave my damn car alone.
I'm glad you're handling the messy work. Where to?
See that little blue dot up there, Sarah? That's where we're going. You can choose no. What's going on here? Feel it. I better save it in case I accidentally shoot somebody I'm not supposed to. And I haven't saved in a while. Save the day. Vortex Goat. Grab. Loot up here. I had this mod and it's not working. And you'd hover over this stuff, it'll tell you the value in the little pop-up to the right there. But it hadn't been updated in so long. I think that was part of the Star UI mod. Then in your mini-map thing down there in the left corner, I had this deal where I had the time and a couple other cool little features to it, but that stopped working too. I had another mod. You see the when you target something, and you had the line going to the pop-up. I had a mod that eliminated that too, because that's just poor UI design, in my opinion. You don't need all these pop-ups. Or at least have the option to turn it off. Go to another creepy place. I better save it. Did auto save, but I'm gonna get the app and I know it and not paying attention, and then I'm gonna forget which button I have my healing shit on, and then I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm going to try to get some of this contraband again. Maybe I won't get arrested.
Nicely done.
Then I'll have to put it on my ship. Remember to put it on my shipping. gonna have to loot some more digipicks. I think I'm starting to run out. Gonna have to pay attention and find more. It's that beeping noise. Okay. The tracker, it's not an alarm. Oh, food. I get some drink too, because I'm done forgot to eat. Quiet. Yeah, we'll have some fun. Alright. Could be some security, hydrated and fed for a few hours. We're good to go. And I'm drunk, you know. But I'm hydrated. It's kind of funny because alcohol doesn't hydrate.
We should be careful. There might be security on the premises.
Yeah, made a cross to walk across the top. Don't they know about Fortress? It's gonna happen, you know it. Something's gonna jump out.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I am programmed to prioritize
Why did you marry her?
tasks over the safety of nearby humans.
He's gonna be divorced here soon. Where it is over here. Ideas.
along with, countless others. This is bad. Real bad. But it begs the question, who are these for? And who's helping them? Wait, what was that?
Follow the blood trail. What's that on the ground a while ago? Sure didn't notice. Well, that sure is a lot of blood.
I see. You cannot escape the shrouding, accursed one. And now you and your friend will die! They've escaped through the vent. Find them!
Or? Yeah.
This is sadly for you. Might as well take what we can.
There's always time to loot, Sarah. God dang it, it wasn't that far. Why is he hurting himself? What is this doing?
Let's do this.
Didn't hit that.
Whoa, where did they go? Big mistake.
Against the great serpent grow! You'll pay for that!
Another zombie dude. Six, need those. Always need more credits. Plan on making more ships. I'll take that, maybe I can upgrade it or something. I need the crafting experience anyway. It's a maroon guard uniform. Hey.
Find the intruder! Block them from the control room!
Just relaxing. Ammo. I collect a lot of the ammo, even if I don't use the particular type of weapon for that ammo.
We mustn't allow the heretic to escape!
It's the least, or the weightless, and you can make a lot of money selling ammo back. Is that what he's
Where have you gone, coward? The heathen has escaped. For the time they'll pay.
Hey! Oh. I'm just hanging out. It's going to be break time here shortly. I've been at it for almost 2 hours. My butt's getting sore in this chair. About to get up and go walk around the house for a little bit, fix me another cup of coffee. I'll put on the slideshow music. I've gotten into that now, having a slideshow and music going. Committing heresy with the Space Marines.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
I haven't run across any magazines yet. Doesn't mean they're not in here. I've found it. Seaweed wine. I missed my mod that'll tell me. It'll tell me if it's a crafting piece, how much it's worth. I need the food. Missed that mod, too bad it broke.
That should restore the power.
Very astute of her. Credit state. There's the room for evidence. Well, there's only a dead body there.
I'll ask you again. Who else knows? No one! My superiors don't even believe there's missing shipments! And why is that? I don't know! They were all signed off by someone higher up!
If they know that much, it's only a matter of time before they find out about my boss.
And what of it? If you are using this as a pretense to end our agreement,
My boss has no intention of doing that.
we will need assurance. Send a message through an encrypted plate. The coordinates are there.
All of them. What of this one? She's seen my face.
He's given us everything we need. Turn him to dust.
Oh man, I healed too late. Okay, how far back was it? How much time did I lose? Because it's been a while since I saved it. This would be a good time to take that restroom break and get me some more coffee and stretch my legs. Let's see how far back I am right now. Oh man, I hope the save ain't corrupt or broken. Come on now. Alright, well, looks like it's not going to load, so I quit the game and then manually load it. I'm glad I saved it when I did. Moment. I don't think it sends me back too far because I made that save not too long ago. About 15 minutes worth. Well, I don't have that many mods. It should be taking this long to load. Okay, so that's not too bad. Very beginning of that spot, but this is a good spot to take a break. I've got to get up out of this chair for a few minutes, so I'm going to put on the slideshow and music and I will be back shortly, probably within 5 to 10 minutes, probably closer to 10 minutes. All right. Coffee cup's full. Water cup's full. Oh, I feel a lot better. Legs are stretched. Let's do this again. Well, now I know where that thing is. I've got to hunt. I'll have to look around for it.
Careful not to trip any security.
I found the shipment! Along with, countless others. This is bad. Real bad. Wait, but it begs the question. Who are these for? And who's helping them?
All the blood.
I see. You cannot escape the shrine, cursed one.
Save it here. Guess I do something stupid again. Oh, did I shoot my robot? Oh, I'm gonna hit the heel. Crap. Start throwing grenades again. You know, sometimes I think I like having them along just because they say funny crap. All right, let me see. At the oddest times. Normally, especially in Fallout 4, or any of the Fallout games that have companions, I don't travel with companions because they're problematic. All they do is get in the dang way. The AI usually sucks. Oh!
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
A uniform, credits. I missed those credits last time. Not targeting. Wasn't wanting to pick up that stupid fan. Credits being so hard to target. Food. Empty bottle. I need to take that up. We read that earlier. Toilet paper roll.
Find the intruder! Block them from the control
See what's gonna happen, I know it.
room.
Just relaxing. Didn't say so last time. Had to go through here. Did you pick on this last time?
We shall beat you close to the great serpent!
I will find you.
Power cells. Right. Have enough? I got enough. Oh, I need 2 more. Remember where I picked up those other 2. Dog. I don't think I went in this way last time, but having a hard time targeting those credits.
That should restore the power.
Deja vu. It's like we've been through this before.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Through all this. Once again, something stupid happens.
Come out, Garrett, and face your Come out!
seen all of them. Up there.
Accursed rat!
I'll grab a hold of something. Oh.
Unto darkness! Forgive me.
Or 40 seconds ago.
We shall see your corpse to the great serpent. You will know truth. Coward! You...
Hey, none of those maroon weapons really appeal to me. I'd love to get... I use the Mysterious Magnum in my Fallout 4 game, which was a carryover from New Vegas. I love that 44. I wish there was a model of it or something in Starfield, because I'd use it. And I like the Razorback. It's okay. The model of it's okay. Man, I'd just like to have a regular old Smith & Wesson 44. I have to go back in there to that. Fight out here. Yeah.
Against the great serpent's throne!
Steal their ship. Let me get on it. What? Think there's anybody on this ship? I don't think I need to steal it though, but I do want to see what's in that captain's locker. Maybe find some good shit in the captain's locker. Decorate? Why would I be able to decorate this shit? I haven't installed it or nothing. You're not. I'm not authorized pilot, is it? Drink. Go for their shit now that I can't steal. So it's a Colt 45, an Army, well, an Army 1911 45 is what it is. But the dude, you know, when your father gives it to you, he says it's a revolver. But it's a semi-automatic 45 is what it is. I've got, if you look at my shorts, my short videos, I have that exact thing on there, and about when he gives you that pistol. So he has a, my Bocephus here has the parent trait. And they haven't fixed it either, because I've done that a couple times, and he still says revolver, and it's a semi-automatic 45, 1911. Well, 45. Okay, so the next part of the quest here. Turn the evidence to well, we might as well deliver a package since we're almost there. Just set a waypoint. Oh, okay. What you get for completing the faction quest, the Freestart faction quest, is Razorback. What you get if you have the parent perk is a 1911 semi-automatic 45 pistol. But the one that, you know, the NPC that your father calls it a revolver a couple times, and it's not a revolver. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you haven't done the parent perk, if you do the parent perk at some point, when you complete a few of the main quests, he gives you a gift of a 45. You get the Razorback for doing the. As a matter of fact, I got it now. One of my favorite pistols in the game. Even though it doesn't do as much damage as some. The Deadeye, that's what you get for doing the faction quest. It doesn't do as much damage as some of the pistols, but I like it. Well, somebody didn't. I made fun of them, that's for sure. Where is my stretch? This way. Then again, I'm old military. Grew up around weapons all my life, guns, ammo. Well, full-blooded Texan, born and raised. So you can't expect everybody to know as much as others about firearms, but you think they'd know the basics between a semi-automatic pistol and a revolver. Getting ambushed here.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Vortex stuff. Whatever that stuff was. I don't know what to use it for yet, but we're going to find out sometime. I was born in Hurst, Texas, but grew up around Abilene. Well, my father was military, so we did move around a little bit. Altus, Oklahoma, Tinker Air Force Base, but my whole family's originally from Texas, and then where we ended up was Abilene, and Abilene's where my mom and dad grew up. That's where I finished up my school days, is Abilene. But we're all originally from Texas. I'm getting sidetracked. I was supposed to be going this way. I don't live too far from Abilene right now. Small town of about 4,500 people. The closest Walmart's 40 miles away. Which I'm okay with because I hate going to Walmart. I avoid it when I can. Only go when I have to. This way. Tricky driving through here. I'm about 80 miles south of Abilene. So I can go to Abilene if I need to.
I don't mean to backseat drive, but in your...
Yeah, I'm about to have a bunch of people.
Show me what you've got.
No mercy for these zealots, man. They'll shoot their shit at me. I've been through Beaumont many times. See, I lived in Florida too for a while. Around the Crestview, Destin area. When I got divorced, my ex-wife was still out there, so we had to meet We usually meet, oh, what was the name of that town? It was in Louisiana, but I'd have to drive through Beaumont all the time to get there. It wasn't Slidell. It was after Beaumont, the town right after Beaumont in Louisiana. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it. There's a Cracker Barrel sitting there right there on the side of the road, on the side of the interstate. We used to meet there all the time to do the exchange, so I'd get my time with my daughter. What am I doing over here? I done lost track of what I was supposed to be doing. Oh wait, yeah. Gotta get up there and read the word. These paths of contemplation of your sins quest. They drive me nuts. At least there's combat at this one.
Jetpack damaged or something?
I was using my jetpack. You know, she keeps it up. She's getting divorced.
Nothing!
Been through there many times. And then, you know, being that my parents were in Texas, you know, coming back to visit them while I was living in Florida for a little while. Had to go through Beaumont. I'd avoid Houston, though. I'd avoid Houston like the plague. When I got into Beaumont, I started going back roads. Another one is deliver package. Deliver package. I'm here. Where's my car? Where'd I park?
Fancy a drive?
I better save it. Stupid is going to happen. Beamed. Oh, that's one of them big dudes. Ah. I think that's one of them big dudes. Crap. You know, I can see why they keep the speed relatively slow in this thing, because you do get caught on a lot of terrain and trying to drive that vehicle in the odd places. So I need to make my way to my left. Oh, I need to go right. Right. So with my mods, my hydration mods and everything like that, the original buff only lasts for 24 minutes or something like that. Well, mine stretches it out, so every 24 minutes you get this message that you're hydrated and you're fed. That's why those messages keep popping up. Definitely get stuck. What's going on?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. You shot me instead of you, and you were on the passenger side.
What are you? See his face? I see his eyes! Oh!
I've been watching YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that, and there's some reviewers that have already finished this. I mean, some people play faster than others, but there are people bitching at them for finishing it so fast. But people play at their own paces. I mean, if they didn't want to do the side content, that's, their business. And none of them like it. They all say it's terrible and horrible and all this stuff. I don't find it bad. I just find it. I find it playable, and I'm glad it came with the deluxe edition instead of having to fork out an additional $30. Because I don't think it's $30 worth of stuff. I think it's more along the lines of, a mod. I mean, it hadn't been bad, but some of the writing's just really corny. Then when you first land, when you first get to the planet, you gotta walk a path of contemplation type of quest, and then
Bring this in for repairs.
you come out here in the field and you run across this altar, and you got to do another kind of like path of contemplation type quest. Except this one actually had some combat this time. I don't think that's very original. I mean, the main story so far has been okay, but where am I going? I am completely way off. Sitting here yapping and I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. Oop, I didn't want to get out. I hit the wrong button. Now we gotta turn around. And when Starfield first launched, it was becoming my favorite game, my most favorite game. But as I dug deeper into it, as I played more, I started changing my tune a little bit. Fallout 4 is still my most favorite of all time. I like Starfield, but I don't know, it's after 8 years of development, I think there were things that I just could have done better. Even though they had to update the creation kit and stuff for 8 years, man, for some of the stuff that's in this game that's not likable. I think it was lack of foresight. Okay, my marker's around here. Let me get out of the vehicle. Got a marker here for some reason. And I need to be over here. I'm going by foot now. Everyone's by vehicle for this. What I'm doing is kind of problematic now. Get up there. I've been playing the first Descendant so much, when I jump up, I keep trying to use my grappling hook to pull myself up. Don't work like that in Starfield. Get up there somehow. That's a cool view. Probably a better way to get up there, but this is the way I found. Yeah, I think the layout of the world is fantastic, beautiful. I'm gonna be running around getting a lot of screenshots for my before stream start slideshow too. So much abandoned crap around though. One thing that bothered me was Starfield, and I downloaded a mod to help with this. Say for instance, you go beyond the core worlds, you're not going to run across too many human habitations. If you can go on a planet that supposedly no human has ever set foot on, and find abandoned human structures. So technically you weren't the first one to ever visit that planet. And it's through that, like that throughout
any of that behind.
the entire galaxy. I mean, there's no way humans have been to every planet in the galaxy. And I know people complain about the worlds being empty, but you know, they didn't have to be empty, but they didn't have to have human structures on them either. sort of, to me, it diminished. That was one thing that added to the diminishing of the exploration. And I want to see a system like in Fallout 4 with the outpost. I want to see outpost growth. Say you lay out an outpost. I don't want you to have to assign everybody that lives there and you have a limitation on 8 or 10 people or whatever. I want to plan an outpost, and almost like Sim Settlements 2, but even before Sim Settlements 2, people would still show up to live in your settlements. And I want to see growth, you know. I want to see, you know, you put structures down, and then as more people move to your settlement or your outpost, then you have to put more structures down, and it goes from an outpost to a village to a town. And it would be really cool, and I think they could do it. I really think they could do it. Turn them into cities like the size of New Atlantis, with vendors, all kinds of crap. Just add life to the game, other than just the NPC cities, you know? Right now, I haven't tried the outpost stuff because it doesn't appeal to me the way it is. I'm getting there. Oh, I needed to go in there. Yep, go back. Backtracking again. I don't know, I think King Death and Sim Settlements 2 kind of spoiled me to what a settlement system could be.
I was hoping to establish a laboratory like this at the lodge, but I just haven't found the time.
Yeah, exactly. Expand the outposts, expand the border you've bid on. You've got 1,000 planets. And that stuff doesn't have to load unless you actually land on the planet. So you can have, you know, a city with a couple hundred NPCs running around. And it shouldn't impact performance, because unless you're landed on that planet, it's not loaded. The only time you'd have to worry about it impacting performance is if you actually land there. And most people nowadays, with the requirements and the minimum requirements needed to even play the game, their computers can handle something like that. You land on an outpost you create that has, say, 50 people living there, 50 NPCs. Why not? My computer can handle it in Fallout 4 with Sim Settlements 2. I just kept I had almost 100 settlers at one time experimenting in Sanctuary. I had 100 settlers running around there before it started causing me lag. And this was before I started filming it. It was a long time ago when I first got this computer I'm on now. I think it was more like, it was 85 or 86 settlers. And they were all assigned plots. They all had jobs. And it was a little slow loading in when I landed. But after it loaded in, I didn't have any problems. Most people nowadays with their specs needed to play this game should have a computer that can handle at least 50 NPCs living around. What is that going on here? So lost. Where is this guy? Cool terrain, but I'm lost. Yeah, I think, or it would have been nice to get those NPCs that have jobs. You can assign them jobs. You put all the stuff you want to break down into,
Any data we recover from
you
this
know, a
laboratory could be
workstation,
valuable,
and that NPC
provided we're
can,
allowed to
you know,
take it. Of
over
course.
time break down all that stuff. Say you're gone for 2 or 3 weeks game time out adventuring or whatever the case may be, and then you come back and all that stuff is broken down for you. I finally found where I need to be to deliver this package. Inside here. Are you wandering around?
We just got another report from one of the growth farms. More dead. Hello. Welcome to Hamadi Station. I do hope you're here about the research assistant opening. We haven't had many promising applicants.
By which he means we haven't had any applicants.
I'm here to make a delivery.
Thank you for the painful reminder. Oh, love of my life. I'm Azad Dubas. My wife Shireen and I are scientists. We've been quite busy lately and are greatly in need of some help. We put out a call for a research assistant, but with recent events, we haven't had much luck.
By which he means we haven't had any luck.
Not exactly the sort of place I was expecting to see a comedy routine.
So, are you interested in a little field work?
If it pays well, I can do the job. He is a bounty
Ideally,
hunter
you'd
after
be
all.
motivated by a fascination with the mysteries of science. But yes, it is paying work, assuming credits will suffice. My wife and I have been studying a recent and somewhat troubling phenomenon. You see, the local wildlife has been dying, and we're not sure why. The remains show no
Conan
signs of
Exiles, I don't
external
know if
injury
all
or
that. That's
trauma.
the second game
So
I
we
got the
can rule
most
out
hours
most
in.
of the usual causes.
Other than Star Wars: The Old
Fighting for
Republic, which
dominance
I
or
played for
territory,
years.
predators,
Conan
hunters
Exiles, I
looking
have
for
about
sport.
2,900 hours.
Those sorts of things.
Even they
We
are
began to
finally
see this
making
phenomenon
changes
just
to where
after
your
the
thralls,
accident in Dazara.
your NPCs
We're
that you
convinced
have
these events
around
are
you
linked, but the exact nature of the
will
connection
actually do
remains a
stuff.
mystery.
They'll patrol around, they'll eat, they'll sleep. There was a mod out that allowed you to do that, but you had to pre-plan everything, every step they took, which was cool, and it added life to your little villages you built all over the place. But man, it was a lot of work. So I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with this stuff in the future for Conan, and then I might start playing it again too. It would add a reason to build little villages over the map. I don't even know what their theory
If you
was.
need
I
time
sitting
to
there
think.
talking over them.
Well, no, not yet. However, I'm confident that the process will prove the hypothesis to be correct. We don't know that they aren't. For all we know, the same thing is happening to people right now, just more slowly. All the more reason to work with a sense of urgency. If you mean that we're making guesses, then yes, we are. In the absence of knowledge, we hypothesize, we theorize, and we test. Now, let's discuss your part in this process. I need you to search for corpses of local wildlife and collect tissue samples. I'll give you a biosample collector that will extract and store the samples safely. Try to collect samples from different kinds of creatures. We want to cast a wide net. Return here when you've got them, and we'll begin the analysis.
Oh, the stench of dead animals turns my stomach. Let's get this over with as quickly as possible, shall we?
He complains so much. I'm going to divorce her.
You're looking for creatures without an obvious cause of death. There should be no wounds, no blood, no sign of physical trauma. What we are searching for is an invisible killer. You're looking for creatures without an obvious cause of death. There should be no wounds, no blood, no sign of physical trauma. What we are searching for is an invisible killer.
Poking around at dead animals, I expect to be compensated.
The search for knowledge is its own reward, my friend. Now go forth and do the good work of science.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to drop quests, especially if your quest log is getting too full. I know you can turn them on and off to track them. Sometimes, boy, you got a lot of crap in there to try and filter through to find the quest you want to do. So it'd be kind of cool to be able to remove the quest and then pick them back up later. The problem is that you pick up a lot of those activities just by walking by, and that's another critique I have of the game. That shit drives me nuts. I mean, immersively, there ain't going to be any security guard or people as you're walking by just say random things and then you get nosy and go check it out. I think they should have had some type of job board. Or if you just happen to talk to that NPC, then they'll give you the job. But I think they should have had some kind of job board and not just walk by randomly given something to do by people you just casually overhear. That to me that's very corny. The one thing I don't like about this game. I mean, there's a little bit of that in Fallout, but at least they're talking to you directly and saying, hey, this person over here is looking for you specifically, instead of just randomly saying something and then poof, you got a job to do. Alright, and I still don't think I made my delivery yet. Like it's right here. I cannot find what's supposed to deliver this stupid package to.
I hope you know what you're doing at
Maybe
this level.
if I go ahead and track that quest.
A tree. I don't want to end up growing a third arm or something.
Man. Go down this way. Wasn't that just down there a while ago? It It's only just walk around the corner.
Thought you'd catch me unaware, did you? Thought I'd be easy prey? Unless you want a hole in the middle of your chest, you'd better turn around and start walking.
Well, I could be an asshole. If I were here to kill you, you'd be dead already. Probably piss Sarah off.
I suppose that's true. I was distracted and didn't hear you coming. You had me at your mercy, but you didn't strike. There's no end of trouble out here lately. We've got pirates and spacers circling like vultures looking for easy pickings. And that's to say nothing of those fanatics. Has the Great Serpent abandoned us?
I'm just here to deliver a package, dude.
Perhaps.
Well, I'm not any of those things. I'm a courier.
I know the courier well, and you are not him. Tell me the name of the person who sent you, and prove that you are not a liar.
Some of these names, if Lajana had told me I'd be delivering this package to a paranoid mechanic, I'd have said...
Your predecessor had better manners, and he knew his place. I assume your presence here means that tragedy in this city claimed him as it did so many others. Poor lad. I won't apologize for my manner. Trust does not come easily for me in these dark days. That, and the constant pain in my back makes me poor company. I know. I fix machines because they don't try to start a conversation. I prefer the quiet. But now, at last, my medicine has arrived. The Serpent knows I've gone too long without it. No doubt he hears my loud swearing when I struggle to get out of my bed every morning.
Here, hopefully this will make you tolerable to be around.
Ha! I wouldn't count on it. That miracle I doubt even the Serpent himself could perform. Take your credits and leave me in peace. Talking just makes me more irritable. And before you ask, yes, such a thing is possible.
I'm tracking that quest. I might as well, there's a landmark over there. Run down there to that landmark and then I'll go back to
The path here may lead to something.
and in camp.
This camp was only recently evacuated. Be on your guard.
Roast meat. Roast milk. Eat wine. Eat all that food. I'm low on food. I haven't worked the cooking skill yet. Alright, so let's go back to my vehicle. Now, I will say, how I'm roaming around in this area around Draza is how most of the planet should sure have it procedurally generate, but each tile that they created should have had handcrafted stuff on it, and you could roam around. I mean, this game could have been huge. I mean, it could have been each planet, say 6 planets, could have had handcrafted material on each tile, at least one handcrafted spot to go to explore, the rest procedurally generated, like the caves and stuff like that. But to have the caves and stuff be a little bit more interesting to go to, even if they were procedurally generated. Instead, they had 1,000 planets, and I just think that was way too much. Then, you know, as the game released, if you had half a dozen planets for the main core story and quests and stuff like that, the game would be... people could put planets where they wanted to, basically. They could create their own planets.
Not a bad idea to stop and get your bearings.
Or as you add DLCs, you know, you add another star system. But people would be able to create their own star systems. Yeah, well, that's a trade-off, I guess, because around New Atlantis, there's an obesity problem, or at least in my game. New Atlantis, they're all ugly and obese, the majority of the population. On Mars, they're all anorexic and ugly. Gila City, they're alright. But none of them are grumpy. Yeah, I just think their ambition, Todd's ambition of 1,000 planets is just way too big. The game, I think, would have been better off at launch with about 6 planets that the story was concentrated on, maybe 5 or 6 planets that may have had procedurally generated terrain, but handcrafted areas to go to. You know?
I disliked that.
They could have done that in the 8 years. Instead, they just throw all this out there, and it's possible they were thinking of... I would like to say they were thinking of modders and the longevity of the game, throwing all these planets out there, because if you think about it, you get modders creating stuff, and it happens all the time with Fallout and Skyrim, like they'll mod an area of the map, but then you got somebody else that does a mod of the same area and they conflict, so you either got to choose one or the other mod, or somebody has to patch it so they don't conflict. So if you get those kind of modders out there that want to make their own planets, it would probably be, with 1,000 planets out there, it probably wouldn't happen as often with people's mods conflicting. So I can understand that part of it, but you know, that could have been done over time. Over the 5 or 6 years they say that they're going to be, you know, making content for the game. By the end of the 5th or 6th year, then you could have had a game with 1,000 planets in it, depending on what you added to it, and what players added, what modders added. I think it launched way too big. Because I haven't been to all these planets exploring or anything, because there's real no incentive to do so, to go pick up all those points of interest. There's just nothing that incentivizes you to do it. I hate to say that, but just boring. The exploration is boring. But if it was more like what they're trying to do here, I think they would have got a better response.
If this were a test, you would have failed.
I just hit a little bump. Jeez. I think once they started going real big with it, they lost focus on quality. It's going for quantity. Several aspects. We're chasing after it. Offering for the great serpent. I don't know whose throat they were, but they're dead now. Hopefully I didn't piss anybody off. Where's she going? Come back here.
Hello there. I don't know your face. Are you lost?
There are days I feel lost, yes, but today I'm here with a package for you.
Oh, I think we all have those kinds of days from time to time. But if you're here with a package, that must mean Lijana was finally able to find a new courier. That's a relief. I've been waiting a long time for this package. It's very sad what happened to the previous courier. His name was Shamid. He was a radiant soul, full of life and joy and dreams. All of it stolen away in the blink of an eye to hear it told.
He'll come back.
I suppose anything is possible if the Great Serpent wills it. And yet, so much time has passed already. I think we must accept that the lost ones will never return.
For you.
Oh,
Whatever it is,
good.
it smells wonderful.
It's definitely the right package then. I spent a small fortune on these spices. They're some of the rarest we have, as well as the most pungent. Cooking is my great joy, and the proper use of seasonings is the most important part. Thank you for this.
I'll be on my way.
Oh, here's the payment. Farewell to you, stranger.
Got Sarah's kill here.
Oh, that's pungent.
Alright, where's the next package? I think there was one more package I had to deliver, and that quest will be done. Collect a tissue sample. Collect a tissue sample. Collect a tissue sample. Am I done with all with the loot? Oh, there's one over there, and I can quick travel there. I don't think my vehicle's going to quick travel with me, though. No, they really should make your vehicle quick travel with you. It's alright, though. I can understand you not being able to quick travel while in your vehicle, but if you quick travel, your vehicle should be there next to you when you're done traveling. All a quick travel is simulating that you traveled to that point. It's a simulation, so why wouldn't you get in your vehicle and drive, even if it's quick travel? I swear I've had a sprained ankle the whole time I've been here. I don't even bother trying to heal it anymore because 5 minutes later I got a sprained ankle again. Probably a better way up here, but this is the way I found. Oh my gosh, I keep wanting to use my grappling hook. I played First Descendant so much.
From such a vantage point, you can almost see the Great Serpent's grand design. Welcome, my friend. Are not the beauty and majesty of nature truly splendid? There is serenity here that cannot be found in the city. It is the ideal place to contemplate the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos.
I get bored if I stayed out here too long.
Then you must learn to listen and to see. Now close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Be calm. Do you feel that? It is the presence of the Great Serpent, omnipotent and all-seeing. Such divine communion purifies us and makes us strong. You may think this is a chance meeting, but I know the truth.
Yeah, I don't care. Hurry up, will you?
All, my friend.
You're in the way. Get the hell out of the way.
Is a part of it.
If that's true, then the Great Serpent has a delivery for you.
So Ligiana has at last found a new courier. Great Serpent be praised. This package of dried and salted groat's meat will sustain me in my contemplations. So captivated am I by the serpent's mysteries, I sometimes go days without remembering to eat. I know it's customary to pay upon receipt, but let me pose you this question. If we carry out the will of the Great Serpent, is that not the greatest reward of all? Compared to such divine favor, the worth of a few credits is a mere pittance.
Nice try, but you pay for this.
Very well. But you should know that an obsession with material goods does harm to the soul. Here is your payment. Go in peace, my friend.
And Sarah, she's funny. She don't care. When I was doing the quest for Freestar Collective. Oh, Ron Hope was sitting in his desk. I got a screenshot of it too. And then he stands up and he kind of wanders around a little bit, and then she just sits down in Ron Hope's chair. You know, the founder of the company just sits behind his desk and sits in his chair. She would have a care in the world. What?
I pray that the Great Serpent will... Vindicator.
Alright, what do I got for... What else I've got for quest out here before I go back to town to turn she in. Still gotta find him. Oh, let's continue the path. I'm right there by it. One of them. Thought the architecture looked familiar there.
I needed this walk to clear my mind.
Good for you. Contemplation of obedience? No, thank you. Wrong button. Hopefully nobody's down there. That dang sure threw a grenade. Alright, where's the next one? Alright. Going on the map. The porch. Oh, let's. Get the tissue samples. Set one up. It's not too far from here. Feeling there was going to be some dudes around here.
My might as well take what we can.
I'm only taking vortex shards off these guys. I don't know what they're going to be used for. We're going to find out. Or I could have already been told and I just don't remember. Alright. Next, those are the other two tissue samples. Dog's getting vocal out there. Think. Great. It's a couple POIs up there. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Hey.
Be mindful of what's in front of us.
I haven't tried to make any of those grenades yet. I've been busy trying to solve people's problems. Get better at driving. Running all over the sink of equipment out here. Ooh. Where's the other one? Right. See, now this is how I remember, you know, how when I played Fallout 4 for the first time and I'd open up a map.
We should try to avoid driving through some waters.
Uh-oh. Did I have not shot this? Uh-oh. Get out of that farm. Maybe the owners didn't see me blow up their turret. But as I was saying, when the first few times I played, you know, Fallout, you go on a quest, and you'd see the stuff come up on the map. You know, the POI. It's like, okay, well, I'll just head over here. I'll head over there. The problem with Starfield is that not all of the POIs had interesting crap in them in Fallout 4. Some of them were just
I don't mean to
POI,
backseat drive, but in your case, it's warranted.
but not all the POIs in Fallout 4 had interesting shit in them either, or lore stuff or anything. You could go in there and basically there'd be nothing. Maybe you might run across a raider in there. But basically there'll be nothing. It's just a POI. Gave you a quick fast travel point. So I don't know. It's kind of a toss up. I think they could have added more flavor. Like you got like some hint of extraterrestrial aliens, other than you know, the gates. I'll call them stargates. Like ancient cities, not just one-off structures, but you know, a city that's practically in ruins. It's overrun with local wildlife and stuff, but stuff you can find on there. No worse than
Come die!
Another one's dead. Sarah must have got it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that off camera then. I don't want to do real, research and stuff, because I'm not really making a guide video, so some of that stuff I'll be doing offline. Like the crafting and stuff. Oh, sliding around like that's ice. Again. Actually got my front tire stuck.
Let's put it in gear.
Oh, I can finally finish that one. I'm about to get distracted, so it's to my right. Anyway, what was I saying? I keep getting distracted, wandering off topic. Oh yeah, the way they did this kind of, it just seems they're heading in the direction of being more along the lines of what they did with Skyrim Fallout for exploration. Oh, what the heck? See, boy, something's really screwy here with my movement. Happened again. There we go. That's what happened last night when I died. I was stuck in that spot. Right after I got out of the rav. Stuff to sell. They scattered all over the place. You don't like dying.
Your will is done. Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
The guards overheard my neighbor forsaking the Great Serpent.
Alright. I can find it. I think this will finish the redemption or whatever. What the heck? Vortex heat leeches. Right, yeah, gotta go back and talk to that dude. Now let's go get that last sample. Why is she stuck there? I better save it. I haven't saved it in a while. Uh-oh. I was just trying to get through there, dude. Shortcut. Sometimes those little path markers they put in the ground, they get in the way. You can't drive them over. But I'm not that good of a driver either. Alright, straight ahead is another deal I need to unlock. Travel back to D. And that question.
Should try going around obstacles.
Another one over here, ain't too far. So I'm probably going to be ending this here in about after I do a couple of quick turn-ins because it's almost 4 hours on this stream. I'm trying to decide what one I'm going to do later. I'm not sure if I'll do some First Descendant grinding or do some Space Marine 2 or I don't know yet. I've still got Ultimate VS parts to unlock First Descendant. I got one. I got actually the blueprint code, and I think I forget this one, but I got another one, another blueprint. So I only need 2 parts for Ultimate VS. Plus some of the tracking material.
This village looks almost wholesome.
Those are turrets, I think. Well, it slows way down into the water. Where am I going, by the way? To get to here. Not sure what I want to do next. Because I did Throne of Liberty a couple of days.
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that we're
I'm
not
having
supposed to
fun
be
with it.
trespassing in this
It's
laboratory.
quirks and issues, but it's a fun game, at least so far. If I get into where it's world premium, like Archage. Archage, I played that for a while, and I don't know if you're familiar with it, but you make these caravan runs to earn gold, and I traveled. Boy, I'd spent a lot of gold, a lot of time to build up these caravans. It was on a very long route to get my money back, and then some. And I ended up, while I was part my fault, but while I was traveling through this one part of the map, they randomly, these areas, they'll turn into PvP zones. And, well, not randomly, but they're random, but you know which one it's going to be. And I wasn't paying attention to the time, and it ticked down. I was right in the middle of this land. And I still had it was probably going to take me another 10 to 15 minutes to finish driving across this piece of land. And I was about halfway, and I just got walloped in all my work. I spent days getting this stuff together, and I was going to end up having 6,000 gold on one run, which is pretty dang good. And these people stole my cart. It's like, and that day I quit playing Archage because of world PvP. I think PvP is great in MMOs, but it needs to be designated, either designated server or designated areas that will always PvP, not random. Or if you're going to have a game specifically for PvP, then make it PvP. Don't have, PvE environments in it where you can steal somebody's shit. They loot your body too, so you can spend all this money and time gathering some equipment. If you die, you lost all your equipment too. And if you didn't have any extra armor or anything like that, you're just screwed. So I quit playing Archage. I don't know if they ever changed it. That's what it was like in the beginning. That was a Korean game too.
Welcome back. Did you have any difficulty obtaining those tissue samples? You're not wrong about that. Perhaps a hot shower is in order. But first things first. Your arrival is well timed.
Yeah,
some
I
interesting
don't
new
mind
information
PvP
has
because
come to
I
light.
think in every game,
I'll
if you're
take
going to have
those tissue
PvP, there needs
samples
to be
and here's your
specific
payment.
designated places
Shireen, dear,
and times
would you tell
for
our
it, and
dauntless research
common
assistant about the
areas should
latest
not be for
news?
PvP. But
With
if you're going to
pleasure.
have a world
I hope you
PvP setting,
enjoyed your little jaunt into the field
then make
because
it
I'll be sending you
100%
right back
total
out there.
PvP all the time.
Some of the local farmers and growth herders have reported seeing unusual plant growth in the area. What's more, none of this unusual growth was seen before the Dazra incident. It's increasingly clear the event
Give me
affected the
another quest.
ecosystem in some way, but the details elude us.
I can see where this is going.
You're very perceptive. Based on our information, these unusual new strains aren't limited to a specific area. As such, we want to examine samples that come from several different locations. In short, the more data you can provide, the better.
Observe, analyze, hypothesize, and prove. These are the tenets of the scientific method. Without them, we're just fumbling in the dark.
Yes, thank you, dear. You'll have to forgive my husband. He's never fully recovered from his days as a teacher.
Can I use this tissue collector on the
You
plane?
can, and indeed you should. The storage tubes built into the device are sterilized and will keep the samples pure. Proper research requires the proper tools.
There's nothing wrong with being
Agreed.
enthusiastic.
I've always felt sorry for those who can't find work they truly love. The days must feel like sheer drudgery. We'll get to work studying the animal tissue. Now go forth and travel safely.
We'll get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure of it.
Well, we're going to call it there for this episode. It's going on 4 hours. I think I've made some progress. Just by dying, getting lost, and while I've been gabbing. So, anyway, I'll probably be back later today in a different game. Which one yet? I haven't decided. But thank everybody for stopping by. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I got others up there. They're mostly pre-records of Let's Play, but check them out. See if there's anything else you like out there. So, anyway, I'll catch y'all next one.